Good afternoon, folks. Yes, again, this is Scott McClellan here with my Week 4 assignment for my Interpersonal Communications class here at Stafford Brown College of Online. Now, let me first apologize if you hear some noise in the background. We are doing some construction this weekend, so I apologize for that. I decided to use a cause as my topic for this week's assignment, and my week's assignment is about type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is an unknown factor that seems to be hitting quite a few Americans throughout our nation. In fact, it's more rampant over here than it is anywhere else in the country, or the world, I should say. It is something that has hit close to home, at least for me. And even though there are folks and people within the family that do have it, there are several ways you could overcome it and learn to live with it. Now, as for me, back in 2008, I didn't eat properly as a truck driver that I've done for many, many years. And as a result of that, I became a diabetic. Now, I take things as much as these drugs, such as Dronamine, and I also have to use a insulin pen. Now, how do I know whether or not my sugars are under control? I have to use this every day. And again, as a result of not eating properly, taking care of myself, I also have to take a bunch of pills. Okay, so get looked at, get yourself checked out. Now you're going to hear that word a lot, and I'm going to stress that because it is imperative that you do go to your doctors. If you're feeling a little weak or something like that, you feel that sometimes you feel a little dizzy and you have to get some sugar into your system, it could be because you could be on that cusp of becoming a diabetic. Now I'm saying you will, but you could. So, back in 2012, the American Diabetes Association found that at least 29 million Americans probably have the disease, and about 8 to 9 million of them probably have went unchecked for a good many years, such as myself. Now, what could happen? Well, you could wind up becoming a hyperglycemic. You could have heart problems. You could have a stroke, like I did. You could have blindness or vision problems, again, like I do. You could have kidney issues. Now, these are all factors that could happen as a result of having type 2 diabetes. Doesn't mean that that's what's going to happen to you. They're all factors that play into it. Now, a lot of misconception is that the diet soda is supposed to be so good for you for losing weight. Personally, I don't know if that's true. I don't think it is. And if you look at some of the websites that are out there, or I should say some of the YouTube videos that are out there on YouTube, you're going to find that there's a lot of them out there that claim that they have these 5 and 6 steps. Now, I don't know if they work, personally. All I know is that I did change my diet drastically. I didn't eat a lot of sugar foods, which I normally have done, sweets, which I still have a sweet tooth. And they say that every now and then it's good to have some sweets. Now, I did find out, doing some research, that actually spinach is good for you. And there's a lot of good, healthy stuff and a lot of good ways that you can overcome having type 2 diabetes. And I would strongly urge and strongly suggest that you look this stuff up and possibly even do it. Because you don't want to wind up, like I did, waiting until the last minute. So if you're overweight, or you're overstressed and overworked, whatever the case may be, get checked out, because it's imperative that you do. I hope that by the time we're done, you've taken something away from this video. Okay? Go to the AmericanDiabetesAssociations.org. They have a ton of information that's available to you. Also go to the WebMD site. That will also help you. I hope that by the time, again, I hope this was informative. I hope you understand that it's imperative that you get yourself looked at. I want to thank you very much for your time. You have a great